What if I told you the way you're planning to claim your own Social Security benefit may cost your spouse $100,000 or more? Not because you did anything wrong, but because there's a spousal rule tucked inside the system that most people never hear about. I'm not talking about a loophole or some obscure workaround. There's a legitimate feature built directly into the Social Security framework, created specifically to support married couples. It's always been there, but it's rarely explained. Social Security offices are not going to hand you a guide. Nobody's going to flag your file and say, hey, you might be leaving money on the table. If you don't know the right questions to ask and when to ask them, you're going to miss out. So let's talk about how this works, who qualifies, when it applies, and how to build a strategic approach to claiming Social Security that takes advantage of this rule. I'm Josh Palmer, Certified Financial Planner. Let's start with the Social Security assumption most people are told. Social Security is based on your own work record, full stop. You earned it, you claim it, and your spouse does the same. Clean and simple. But that's not the whole picture. For married couples, and in certain cases for divorced individuals, there is an additional layer that can significantly change the math. If you are currently married or were married for at least 10 years before divorce, you may be eligible for a spousal benefit based on your partner's earnings record rather than your own. Specifically, if your spouse's benefit is larger, you could receive up to 50% of their full retirement age benefit. This provision was built into the Social Security system to protect spouses who spent significant time outside the paid workforce. But it's not just a relic of a different era. It's still highly relevant today, and it remains one of the most consistently underused benefits in the entire program. Take our clients Ryan and Sophia, both age 66. Ryan's full retirement benefit is $3,000 a month. Sophia's own benefit based on her own work record is $1,000 a month. So if Sophia claims a spousal benefit instead, she's entitled to $1,500 per month, 50% of Ryan's full benefit. That's an extra $500 every single month, or $6,000 every single year for as long as they both live. Now here's an important nuance I want to explain here. Sophia's spousal benefit is tied to Ryan's full retirement age benefit, not his enhanced amount if he delays claiming until age 70. So even if Ryan waits to file and earns delayed retirement credits, that higher number does not carry over to Sophia's spousal benefit. Now, the upside of Ryan waiting past his full retirement age is a larger survivor benefit for Sophia down the road, which is its own reason to think carefully about timing. You can watch our other video that takes a deep dive into survivor benefit rules here. So now let's start looking at some of the strategies you can utilize to take full advantage of the spousal benefit. Before 2015, there was a strategy called the restricted application that allowed one spouse to claim only the spousal benefit at full retirement age while letting their own benefit continue growing until age 70. It was a powerful planning tool, but unfortunately, it was eliminated for anyone born after January 2nd, 1954. Today, a rule called deemed filing is in effect. When you file for a Social Security benefit, whether your own benefit or a spousal benefit, you're required to file for the other benefit as well. You cannot choose one and let the other keep growing. What most people do not realize, though, is that even within this framework, there are still meaningful ways to sequence your claims. The goal shifts from stacking benefits to coordinating them, making sure the timing of each filing works in your favor rather than against you. So how can Ryan and Sophia coordinate benefits? Well, here's one approach that gives them both near-term income and long-term protection. Sophia files at age 62. Her benefit is reduced, but it creates immediate household income. Ryan delays filing until age 70, maximizing his own benefit and, at the same time, maximizing what Sophia would receive as a survivor if he were to pass away first. Once Ryan files, Sophia's benefit automatically steps up from her own reduced amount to a spousal benefit based on half of Ryan's full retirement age figure. This kind of coordination gives them flexibility in the present while also building a stronger safety net for the future. Now, what if you are divorced or widowed? The spousal benefit is not limited to people in current marriages. If you were married for at least 10 years and then divorced, and you have not remarried before age 60, you may still be eligible to claim based on your ex-spouse's work record. One thing that surprises a lot of people is that your claim has absolutely no effect on your ex-spouse or their current partner. You and a new spouse of your ex can both receive benefits independently based on the same underlying record. If your former spouse has passed away, survivor benefits may be available as early as age 60 or age 50 if you are disabled, and in some cases can reach 100% of their benefit. This is real income that could change your entire retirement picture, and it's worth knowing to ask about it. Now at this point, you may be asking how this can fit into your overall retirement plan. Understanding the spousal benefit is the first step. The second step is putting it to work inside a larger income strategy. So here's how that integration looks in practice. Coordinate who files first to protect the higher earning spouse's benefit. Use the lower benefit as early income while the larger one continues to grow. And carefully manage withdrawals from your investment accounts to reduce how much of your Social Security becomes taxable. Up to 85% of your benefit can be subject to federal income tax depending on your overall income picture. This is the piece that most retirees overlook. Social Security is not a standalone decision. It's connected to your investments, your withdrawals, and your taxes. And when you sequence everything correctly, you can increase your total lifetime income, shrink future required minimum distributions, lower your tax exposure on benefits, and better preserve the surviving spouse's financial security. At the Noble Group, we call it a plan that works together because a plan built in pieces rarely works the way it should. Let me make this concrete. We recently met with Mark and Heather, both age 62, and both planning to retire soon. Mark's full retirement age benefit is $3,200 a month, Heather's is $1,200 a month. If they both claim at age 62, their benefits are reduced to roughly $2,240 and $840 per month for a combined $3,080. Assuming both live to age 90, their total lifetime benefits would come to around $1.2 million. Now consider the coordinated approach. Heather files at 62 and receives her reduced benefit. Mark delays until age 70. Once Mark files, Heather's benefit steps up to the spousal amount of $1,600 per month. Their total lifetime benefits now reach approximately $1.5 million. Same couple, same savings, same life, the only variable is strategy. That is what $300,000 in additional lifetime income looks like when you actually use the rules that are already there. The Social Security system is more layered than most people realize. Its rules can quietly work against you or quietly work for you, depending entirely on how well you understand them. The spousal benefit is one of the most valuable features inside that system, but it takes coordination, timing, and planning to actually capture it. Whether you're married, divorced, or widowed, you want to make sure you are not leaving income behind. Retiring with confidence is not something that happens by accident. It's something you build on purpose. So click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to connect with us. We'll ask for some high-level info covering your unique situation so we can make a Social Security recommendation you feel confident in. We'll talk to you soon.